students, I am back again with some more important messages about how you can speak in English. So before beginning my session, let me ask you a question. How many of you want to improve your language? How many of you want to speak as I do? How many of you want to speak fluent English? How many of you present yourself in English? I think all of you. You may be studying in your graduation, you may be studying in your PG. So after that, what you have to do is you have to get into a job or a business or a profession. So wherever you go, English is a must because it is universally accepted language of communication. So ನಾವು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸಲ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರಿ ಕೌಂಟರ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಯಾರು ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, he cannot understand Kannada or Hindi. Then have you ever faced such difficulty as to what to speak at the enquiry counter? ನೀವು ಆ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟಿ ಫೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ you look for how I can escape from this situation. Yes or no? So instead of thinking how I can improve my language, ನಾ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತನೂ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಹೌ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡಿಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತಂದರೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷೇ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ಗೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟಾಕ್ ಟು ಹಿಮ್. How many times you avoided going and meeting your principal? How many times you avoided standing in the class and asking the questions? So this is all because of your inhibition of not talking in English. So with whatever limited vocabulary you have, you should start speaking in English, right? So unless and until you speak, you cannot understand whether you know that language or not. ಬರೆಯೋದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರಿತೀರಿ, ಓದೋದು ಓದ್ತೀರಿ, ಬಟ್ ಮಾತಾಡುವಾಗ why there is a inhibition? Because we feel that we are not speaking the correct English, right? So if you have faced a difficulty meeting a person and talking to him in English, right? So in this video I am giving you some tips as to enquiry counterಗೆ ನೀವು ಹೋದಾಗ ಹೆಂಗೆ ನೀವು ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್, WH questions, H questions. So these are all simple questions. So ಇದರೊಳಗೆ ಒಂದು ರೂಲ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, more you speak, more you understand and more you will be confident enough to express yourself in this particular language, right? Are you there with me? So quickly you can take, as I told you, pen and a paper. As far as possible, make a separate division for my sessions so that you will not miss anything out. And it is always available to you. Whenever you want, you can go back and look into it. If you feel like listening to me again, you can again go back and click on the video and you can see, watch and hear me. Yes? So still then I advise you, you be with your pen and paper so that you look like a studious student, right? Studious student always wins. So let me tell you how and the way the conversation takes place at the enquiry counters. So before beginning the conversation, you have to think how you are beginning the conversation, right? So when you enter to the counter, so a person who is sitting across the table, he may wish you, right? He may welcome you. Good morning ma'am, please come in, please have your seat. He may offer a seat to you, right? Then next, how you begin your enquiry. So what phrases you should learn and use when you inquire about, it may be, there are situations, I'll tell you. So how based on each situation you can design your communication. Best way ಏನಂದರೆ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರೇಸಸ್ ಕೆಲವು ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಅವನ್ನ ನೀವು ಮೆಮರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ somebody visits your house and he doesn't understand Hindi or Kannada and he can understand only English and you are to offer him something. How will you offer him? Tea, coffee, juice? Is this the way you are going to ask that person what he wants? Or how will you phrase your sentence and ask him, offer him something what you can give him, right? Would you like to have a cup of coffee? Would you like to have a cup of tea? Would you like to have some juice? Otherwise, what would you like to have? So these phrases. So you have to bahar them, memorize them so that you can use them on situation basis. So at the enquiry counter, when you begin the conversation, how do you begin your conversation? So that you have to learn and you have to practice those phrases. Practice heng ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ it is nothing but bouncing again. Right? ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಈಗ, what would you like to have? This is how you offer. So you bounce it several times. What would you like to have? So this is a simple communicative English. So error free. ನೀವು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕೇ ಹೊರತು ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರಿ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ you cannot just change your tone and make it a question. Right? Coming are you coming? Speak the correct English. Right? So you will get more confidence in speaking. So when you begin the conversation, you start with hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, based on the greeting section what I told you, which phrase should be, which greeting should be used to greet somebody at a particular time, right? So then you have to learn how to proceed with the conversation. Okay, so how it happens if somebody is sitting next to you in the bus, he asks you, what is your name? Akshata. Where are you from? Bagalkot. If you answer like this, don't proceed with the conversation. Conversation cannot take place. So why do you cut short your answers? Because you are scared what he may ask in English which I may not understand. ನನಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿರದ ಏನಾದರೂ ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ರಿಪ್ಲೈ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು? ದೆನ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಇಗ್ನೋರೆನ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಫೀಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ಹೆಸಿಟೇಟ್ ಟು ಟಾಕ್, ರೈಟ್? So few phrases which I am giving you today, you need to memorize them, learn them, memorize them, revise them, bounce them and keep practicing them. Then how will you proceed with the conversation? Then how to conclude the conversation? Abruptly you got the information, then you abruptly cannot stand up and just move out. You have to end the conversation by saying, okay, I'll get back to you. Okay, I will decide. Done, I'll ask at home. I'll talk to my dad and enroll for this course. So this is how you have to conclude. Or if you are inquiring at the train station, then you can just say, thank you so much for helping me. So this is how you have to begin, right? So beginning, as I told you, excuse me, will you please let me know about the course? So if you are pursuing your MA, say in psychology, English or any subject, and then you want to do some other course which will add to your CV, which will be beneficial and give strength to your CV. So you are going and attending that. Say for example, if it is something like a fashion designing course, you want to enroll for fashion designing course. This is just an example. So what you can ask, you have to drag the attention, right? Excuse me is the word through which you can drag the attention of a person. So you are talking to receptionist, you are approaching to the reception and asking the receptionist, excuse me, will you please let me know about the course? Yeah, please come in, please be seated. This will be the reply. Done. Then next question should be, I want to know the duration of the course, then what are the advantages of the course, and after completion of this course, what are the avenues open for me, right? And I am looking for the complete information, the prospectus about the course. Then the replies would be, yeah, sure, why not? I am here to help you. So the receptionist will show you the brochure, the course related aspects. So she may say, this is the course for 1 year. So after completion of 1 year, you will be honored with the certificate of completion. After that, we will help you for placement in the big industry, in the multinational company or in the related field. We are going to help you out with the employment. She may reply like that. ಆ ರಿಪ್ಲೈ ಸಿಕ್ಕ ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವೇನು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಿ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿಕತ್ತೀನಲ್ಲ ಅದು ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡೊಳಗೆ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿರಿ. ಕನ್ನಡೊಳಗೆ ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ, ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ಸಿ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕನ್ಸೀವ್ ದ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್, ರೈಟ್. ಇದು ಭಾಳ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ what you can say included with so many different things. It is a very flexible language. English is a very flexible language because it has borrowed words from Latin, Greek, French, even Sanskrit. So it is open and it is ever growing language. So you need to know those words which could be used. So after this, fee structure you should ask, right? Then if the receptionist says the fee is about 1 lakh, fee is 1 lakh rupees for 1 year. So you may ask for the concession. So is there any scholarship available? Then she may say we don't provide any scholarship but we provide with the installment. Installment ಒಳಗೆ ನೀವು ಫೀಸ್ ಕಟ್ಬೋದು. Next you cannot take your own decision because you have to ask at home. So you can say okay, I will get back to you. I'll talk to my dad, then let you know within a week. Then she may give you the register to enter your name, phone number, etc. And then she may tell you, okay, I will call you next week. You tell me whether you are joining the course or not. Then you thank her and leave the place. So this is how the enquiry for the course takes place. Okay. So how as I told you, how will this course help me? Are there any employment opportunities provided? What is the fee structure, right? And whether the installment facility is available. Fees ನಾವು ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಬೈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕು. ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಡೈಲಾಗ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಲರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದೆಮ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರೀಸ್? ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಭಾಳ ಜನ ರೋಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ನೀವು ಮನೆ ಮುಂದೆ ನಿಂತಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ಅವಾಗ ಯಾರೋ ಕಾರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಂದು ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ದ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ದ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್. ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಓ ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಹಿ ಆಸ್ ಯು ಇನ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್, ಹೌ ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಟೆಲ್? ಆರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸೇ don't know, I don't know? Will you reply like that just because I am not able to construct a proper sentence? Or will you try explaining with your gestures or with your words? So this I will be teaching you in directions. So how to give and ask for the directions. Okay, so address inquiry. So if you want to inquire somebody in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, where you are visiting as a visitor, then you cannot talk in a local language, Tamil or Malayalam. Then how you should ask in English, right? Could you please tell me where should I move towards to reach to this address? Could you please tell me? See, could is a past tense of can, and could is also used as general ability. So it is flexibly can be used in all these places. So wherever general ability questions are there, you can use could, right? Could you please tell me is a right usage. You can always use that, right? This is how you inquire about the address, right? Then giving the reply for the inquiry is also there. Then telephonic inquiry. You might have spoken to several people over telephone, the unknown people with whom you want to talk, right? So for example, you have seen the ad in the newspaper that such and such product is being sold at a discounted price. So you want to make an inquiry for that. So you dial up the number and call. And how do you start the conversation? When you are telephonically talking, right? So when you are talking over the telephone, what phrases should be used? Telephone ಒಳಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡುವಾಗ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತ. One of my friends, she had dialed the customer service. ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ಪ್ರೆಸ್ 1 ಫಾರ್ ಕನ್ನಡ, ಪ್ರೆಸ್ 2 ಫಾರ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್, ಪ್ರೆಸ್ 3 ಫಾರ್ ಹಿಂದಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಟೆಲಿಫೋನ್ ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರಿ ಒಳಗೆ. ಸೊ ಕನ್ನಡ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಟಾಕ್. ಬಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, then what she did, she pressed English, and how fast and how fluently that person spoke to her, she was not able to reply because she was not able to understand what was being spoken. So slowly, when you listen to them and understand them, if you don't understand the person who is talking, then you can just ask, pardon me, then the person who is talking will repeat the whole sentence, right? So telephonic enquiry, whenever you are making, give your introduction. Hello, this is Nanda calling from Dharwad, you can say. Then after that, you can continue with the enquiry. I saw the ad in the newspaper that you are selling this and this, product A plus product B at this price. May I know till what date the offer is available? So be specific about what you want to enquire, right? It's not a casual talk with a friend. Ha, mattenri, mundena, mattenata, ivattenata. This is all general talk, right? So you are talking to a person who is professionally replying to you. So you have to be very specific. You might have received several calls from the banks or some financial institutions lending money. Now loan kodta idivi madam, tagotira ant phone ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ, ಅದು different. But when you want to inquire, then you have to be specific as to what you really want to know. Okay. Next, train enquiry. ನೀವು ರೈಲ್ವೆ ಸ್ಟೇಷನಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ಯು ಆರ್ ವೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ರಾಣಿ ಚೆನ್ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರೈನ್, ರೈಟ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಕಮ್ ಟು ನೋ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಲೇಡ್. ಸೊ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಭಾಳ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಅವೈಲಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟ್ರೈನ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ವೇರ್ ದ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಮೇ ರೀಚ್. ಥರ್ಡ್, ವೆದರ್ ಯುವರ್ ರಿಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮ್ಡ್. ದೆನ್ fourth is on which platform the train is arriving. These are all different types of train inquiries. So most of the people, they download the app for everything. Why? Because they don't want to talk to people. ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡೋದೇ ಬೇಡಪ್ಪ, ಅದರೊಳಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಏನೋ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ ಆರ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಪ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್, ಯು ನೀಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಾಲ್ ದ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೇ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಪಿಜ್ಜಾ. Directly just press the thing and you will get the pizza delivered at your doorstep. Yes or no? So hang madukintanu, find the opportunity where you are able to speak in English. I'll give you one simple trick to improve your English. Whomsoever you meet outside, start talking to them in English, right? What happens if you talk in English? If the person can understand, well and good, you can proceed with the conversation. If the person doesn't understand, it is very good because you can commit many mistakes. N number of mistakes if you commit also, that person is not bothered. Yes or no? So you cannot immediately start talking in English with your friends. What happens? The friends may just mock at you. ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆದಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀಯೇನ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅವರು ದೇ ಮೇ pull your leg. So what you have to do, with any new person you meet, you should start talking in English. Converse in English. Begin your talk in English. Then you may switch over to Kannada, right? So these are different types of train enquiries which you need to face, especially when you go out of the state. This is absolutely necessary that you should know which phrases to be. Could you please tell me at what time this train is arriving? Could you please tell me in which platform I may wait for this particular train? So this is how you should ask for the enquiry, right? Then you have enquiry of creditworthiness. What is creditworthiness? A has a business. He wants to sell his product to Mr. X, and Mr. X is already the customer. Okay, so whether his ability to repay the whatever bill you have raised, whether he is able to pay that bill or not. If you are lending money, if he is capable of repaying the debt or not. So this is enquiring about creditworthiness of a person, right? So how you can ask the person? Say the person to whom you are asking must be known to you. You cannot go to an unknown person and ask about creditworthiness of Mr. X, right? So how do you ask about the creditworthiness? You should ask, I am planning to supply this particular product to Mr. X. May I please know from you, as he is already your customer, how about the payment protocol in his business? How about his reliability of paying the bills? So this is how you make the creditworthiness enquiry, right? So this is about enquiry, the phrases which you use in your enquiry, and different types of enquiry. Okay, so you have to, after listening to this, after watching me briefing about these enquiries, you have to jot down where are the other places you use this technique of enquiring something, at the restaurant, at the airport, or at the marketplace, so wherever it may be. So you just jot down make a list of places where you need to enquire, right? So these things, these phrases, you keep on practicing. You practice marta iri. In my next video, I'll come back with the different situations where the different types of phrases are used. Till then, bye bye.